$13 billion. That's what this World Cup cycle is projected to generate. Not from one match, not from one final, from 4 years of football, ending with the biggest tournament ever staged. Daris watches the opening match from his couch. 48 teams, 104 games. He paid nothing to watch it. He doesn't think about where $13 billion comes from. Nobody watching does. There's a governing body at the top of this sport that doesn't play football. It owns football. The broadcasting rights alone are worth over $4 billion, sold to networks across 200 countries. Sponsorship adds nearly $3 billion more. A state oil company, a tech manufacturer, a betting platform, each one paying just to have their name sit beside the tournaments. So where does all that money actually go? The governing body pays out $871 million in total prize money, split across 48 competing nations. That sounds like a lot, until you realize it's less than 7% of what the tournament actually makes. The rest stays exactly where it is. The winning nation's federation receives $50 million for lifting the trophy, not the players. The federation. A man with a clipboard in a quiet office decides how much of that $50 million actually reaches the people who won it on the pitch. Sometimes 20%, sometimes far less, split across an entire squad. Meanwhile, the top players in this tournament, individually, earn more than the entire prize pool combined. The icon, the biggest name on the field, makes $300 million a year before this tournament even starts. His endorsements alone dwarf whatever his country could win by lifting the trophy. He plays for reasons that stopped being financial a long time ago. Then there's the underdog, a player from a nation that has never gone this far before. His bonus for reaching the round of 16 is $200,000, a fraction of what the icon earns from a single sponsored post online. For the underdog, it's the most money his family has ever seen arrive at once. Same tournament, same pitch, same 90 minutes on the clock, entirely different lives waiting on the other side of that final whistle. Here's what's true at exactly the same time. The football is real. The roar of 80,000 people the instant the ball crosses the line. That's not manufactured. Nobody fakes that feeling. It's the actual product, sitting underneath all $13 billion of business built around it. But the tournament wrapped around that feeling has become something else entirely. A 4-year commercial cycle. A prize pool that's barely a rounding error next to broadcasting revenue. A gap between the highest earner on the pitch and the lowest that has nothing to do with how either of them actually played the game. Daris finishes watching the match. The broadcast cuts straight to a sponsor message before the highlights even begin. He didn't pay anything to watch. He never does. That was never the point. The game lasts 90 minutes. The business runs for 4 years.